also meet with the requirement in terms of the labor market for the Niagara region as well. So first, I must mention about our nursing programs, the Bachelor of Sciences in Nursing. This year, we're very happy to double the slot for nursing program at Brock, and we don't have any limitation for the number of application for international students to apply to our nursing programs. And I remember months ago, I also have a webinar with one Myanmar student. She currently is a third-year student at our nursing program, and she's very happy with the program as well. The support from the university. And for our nursing program, after graduate, the student is eligible to take the register exams to become the register in Canada, and they don't need to take any additional courses. And we also have very outstanding accounting programs that we're proud to be one of the universities that offer the fastest track for the student to get the CPA in Canada, in Ontario. And for the accounting student, if you want to have a good job with higher salaries, so CPA is very important for you. And we also have very outstanding business administration program under Goodman School of Business. We are top 5% of business school worldwide, and we also offer the student a lot of opportunity to do the exchange course as well as the co-op programs that is very attractive for the student as well. And for our computer science program, we also have the stream in artificial intelligence and software engineering for you to choose. And co-op also an option for the computer science programs. And last but not least, I also want to mention about our psychology programs. We offer both Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences in psychology, and both of them will also have chance for students to do the co-op. And as you know, that as the game industry is very developed recently, and Brock also have very outstanding game design and game programming program as well. Yeah. So these are some outstanding programs that offer for international students, and we don't have any limitation in terms of application for international students.
Thank you, Thai. So I think the next question is for Phuong for Ontario Tech University. Okay, so the question is, okay, what support system are in place for international students to, help them succeed in Canada?
Well, this is a really big question, actually, but thank you so much, David. And once again, this is Phuong Mai from Ontario Tech University, and I'm in charge of Student Recruitment Advisor for Southeast Asia. So for us, for Ontario Tech University, the most important thing is our student success. So this is our aim goal, and it's very, very important for the whole university-wide, involving faculty, staff, and also the students. So we have which is called the Student Success Committees, with the responsibilities for identifying, help the students to plan, develop, implements, and also evaluates the student success strategies in order to help them to achieve the measures of increase the success and also the program completions. First thing first is we need to try our best to help them to get the academic success. So we have the academic advising team. We have the academic supports in terms of the academic writing or language skills. For example, if you get any challenging in the course content, including maths, physics, or even English language, or even time management or study strategy, we are there to help you out. And also we have the career counselings, we have the mental health supports or social connections, and also the awards and finance support for our international students. So everything is there for the academic and also the career and employment, everything is there ready for our international students.
Thank you, Phuong. Okay, so the next question is for Uyen from University of Windsor. So I think, as you know, whenever most students, they go to different country and they study, they feel a lot of, they face a lot of different things about culture shock, difficulty with, adjusting with the lifestyles there and all these things. So the question is, okay, what initiative are in place to ensure, these students, get settled down in Canada, probably with diversity and inclusion within the students' body? I think you're mute. I think you're mute. Can you hear me?
Okay, so yeah, there are some allows that I could not unmute. Hello, everyone. My name is Wing. I'm the representative for the University of Windsor. So thank you so much, David, for organize a webinar today. So following according to your questions, so I'm really happy to share that based on my knowledge related to University of Windsor, we have more than like 20K of students, 20,000 of students, but we only have like 20% of international students, and we have a really big we call like international student center that have a lot of advisor with academic advisor, career advisor, and some of the advisor related to paperwork for international students, because you know that we are not recruits for one country, we are recruit over the world. So each countries that have different like paperwork, the study permits and something like that. So we are support the student not only in academic but support for them, and even some of the students, because of our master program, they could bring their spouse or their family along with them to the university. So some of the students, when they asking for their spouse about the open work permit process, or some of like questions related to a student, their child school, or something related to paperwork of all of the informations of the spouse and open work permit and study permit. So we will support them all of that one. So we not like create a really big community, but we create a very like medium size. So with the medium size, we could support them in every like aspect of their, from study to their life. So I think this is a really good opportunity for international students who join the community of international students in not only in Windsor but also in Ontario as well.
Thank you, Ian. So I think the second question's again for Ivy. So can you highlight any unique student support service offered by your university?
Yes. So some of the highlights about the support that we provide for students as part of the international recruitment and partnership, we really proud of our support to this small community in Wilfrid Laurier. So just to give you a roughly demographic about our students, we have 7% of international students here in Laurier. So it's a small community. However, we have more than 200 student club for students. So, from sport to academic to just, like Vietnamese BSA, etc. We have everything the student needed here, not only in Waterloo, but also in Brantford as well. And also about the career support, which is very important. And I think all of the students really care about is the opportunity for them during their course of study and after they graduate. Our career service is available for the lifetime. For a lifetime of the student. So we have many students that came to our campus and career service like 10-year plus after they graduate, and they still get access to the online job portal, which we call it the Navigator. And also the student, they can book for the appointment with this service coordinator to do the mock interview, CV scanning, resume, cover letters, etc. You name it. So the support is not stopping there. We have more than 200 companies and corporations came to our campus twice a year to do the job fair. It's the largest job fair of its kind in all of the university here in Canada, and it happens twice a year. So students in the third year and fourth year utilize this. They maximize the opportunity that we offer for students, career to activities to just student life service. That's the thing that we're proud of as a university. Wilfrid Laurier offers for students.
Thank you, Ivy. So I think it's for Brock University again. Even when I was in recently, I was in UK. So I met a lot of our students from different university. Even I met one student in the cities. So he went back there in January, but he said even as soon as he reached, he was having a hard time, connecting with the local students, and then coping up with the course he chose, because he chose a course that most of the 99% of local students choose, and only 1% of the international students. And because of that, he was having a very hard time coping up with the class, and he was having a lot of mental issues, and he was even thinking of going back to the home country and then never coming back to UK again. But he reached out to the student support, and he got a lot of mental and even clinical support from the schools, and just because of that, he's now settling very well in UK. And the second question related to this, so for Brock University, so the second question is, how does your university address the mental health and well-being for students?
Thanks for very great questions, Pao. Because that I think that during COVID-19 and after the COVID-19, people, students and parents are aware more about the importance of mental health service when they choose the university. And for Brock University, we are very proud to be #1 in Canada for mental health service for many years. And at Brock, we offer the one-on-one consultant section for the student with our psychologists, because we understand that students, especially international students, when they transition from their home country to a new country, new studying environment, they have to face with a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulty, and we are there to support them, and they are never alone at Brock. And besides that, we also have a lot of clubs, associations to support the student, not only in terms of academic, but also in terms of physical, to make sure that they're happy and when they are studying at Brock. And similar to Wilfrid Laurier, we also have the service to support the student even after they graduate. They come back to our university, they need any support, even with the job, and they apply for PR, anything that we're still willing to help them, because when they start abroad, it means that they are part of our community, they are part of the Brock family, so we are there to support them. Yeah.
Thank you, Thay. So I think the next question is for Phong again. So I think this is the most frequently asked questions. Doesn't matter if it's students or university, you will get asked these questions every day. So, okay, what advice do you have for students seeking scholarships and any kind of grants?
Okay, perfect. I like this question though. Honestly, if you ask me this question like 2 or 3 years ago, I wouldn't know how to answer, because at Ontario Tech or in Canada, the university, we don't have a lot of scholarships or financial aids before. But now we are happy to share with you and all the students here is that we have 2 scholarships right now for international students. The first one is the Global Leadership Award, which is up to 120,000 Canadian dollars, and which means that every year we give out 40,000 Canadian dollars for the students if they can get it. 30,000 per year. So in total is 120,000. So what we are looking at for this kind of scholarship is that, first of all, they need to have GPA of around 90% or more. And also they need to have leadership skills. All right. And then last but not least is their community activities. So they need to be very helpful, useful citizenships wherever they're living or studying. So those are the requirements for the Global Leadership Award, which is 120,000, which is covering almost like 100% of our tuition already. So which means it's very, very competitive. But we have another one, which is International Merit Award, which is 20,000 Canadian dollars, which is about already, I can say 5% or 10%, depends on the programs that we offer. So with this, there is no application needed for the students to apply for the International Merit Award. As long as they have around the GPA of around like 80%, 85% or more, then they can easily to get the International Merit Award. So what are the advices that be noticed? Attending the webinars or the fairs like this, like today, to get more information about the scholarship from all other like institutions, and also be on time when you're applying. Because every single school, we have a deadline to apply for the scholarships. So for all of our scholarships, we have a deadline, which is 15 of February for September intake. So please note it and also remember the deadline to apply as soon as possible. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Phong. So this is questions for Ian again. So I think this is also, most frequent asked question, because Canada is still a, growing market for among Myanmar students. And recently, it's just that in the last 4 or 5 years, a lot of students studying in Canada. But whenever we trying to do counseling to a student, okay, why do you study in Canada? The first question we get asked is, okay, is it easy to get job? Can I get job after studying at this particular university or colleges? Okay, so the question is usually, okay, how do your university help international student transition to Canadian job market after graduations? You are mute. I think, okay, let me unmute you. Okay. Okay, I think because you're not co-host yet. Okay, I'll make you co-host. Okay. Okay, now all good.
Okay, thank you so much. I just struggling with the unmute button. Okay, so for asking your questions is that that based on the thinking of the student, they are really focused. And the most important thing when they are thinking of studying abroad is that how could they get the job after they graduate, or like get the or during they are studying, they could apply for the part-time job. So that is all of the questions I receive most when the international student talk to me about the school or any program. So to answer these questions, I could say that in Ontario, they have a lot of jobs for international students, because this is one of the biggest states in Canada. And in each of the university here, I believe that we have a really good support from the side of the school, such as we have the career center that could support the student who want to gain the part-time job, the full-time job, volunteer or co-op programs, something like that. And we are not send for some of the co-op program, we are not sending the student to the company, but we prepare for them before sending them to the company for some skills such as presentation skill, teamwork skill, time management skill, to let them easier to adapt with the international company. And one thing is that on our student, on each account of the student, they are they have a account for the job seeking. It's like they could like seek for all of the job in the big area, not only in the Canada but in the US side, because University of Windsor is next to Detroit of Michigan, right? So when the students searching for a job, they could find some job in the US side as well. So this is like the comprehensive task on their account, so they could run by themselves. if they could not run by themselves or searching for by themselves, they could ask the support from our career center, and they are there to support them with the free service.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you, Ian. So another questions again for Ivy. So I think as we live in the 21st century, so everything is changing rapidly. Even what we know like 6 months or 1 year ago cannot be relevant or, updated in terms of knowledge and things. So I think with everything's like AI, ChatGPT, with, in the 21st century, social media, all these things coming in. So I think it's really, important for most of the students to stay relevant and, get updated in terms of the course they study. So that question is, how does your university ensure that its program remain relevant in today's rapidly changing world?
Thank you, David. So to answer your question, at Wilfrid Laurier, when I first started working for the uni, I'm very impressed at how we combine different areas of the study within one faculty and within different faculties. So let's say, for example, we have the combination between psychology and computer science. So we use the applications, within the computer science with the treatment and the consultation for psychologists, for the future psychologists actually. And there are so many, like practical programs that we offer for students. So especially we are one of the very first uni in Canada that offer the user experience design as a bachelor design for students. And I think here we have Brock Uni also offer the game design and development program as well. And beside the very popular programs, we also have like music therapy. And actually, I just want to share a quick side story of our students is that we do have students that study in kinesiology, which is one of the very hard program to get into. And they combine that program with a minor in music therapy. And we are the only university in Ontario that offer music therapy as a bachelor degree. So it's like the combination between the psychology and music. So we use musical instrument to find the treatment for patients. So that's one of the very few example that I would like to give as how we offer, how the unique program that we offer for students. And of course, as the century of AI, as you mentioned, it's more than just focus on one program. We do offer student different options, from concentration to minor to major, that they can combine with their main programs. So that's one of the key selling point of Wilfrid Laurier offer for students in this rapid changing environment nowadays. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you, Ivy. So I think it's for Brock University again. So as we live in Myanmar, and not only I think Myanmar, probably in most of the Southeast Asia country, especially those who has been studying from a local, government school or local university, we grew up with learning like rote learning. So we also call it parrot rote learning. So whenever we go to the schools or university, and after we graduate, we go to the job market, what we found is, okay, what we study in the university is not even relevant in the job market. And we sometimes feel like, okay, I just wasted my 4 years in the university. Instead of that, I could have worked, I could gain so much skills. So the questions related to that, okay, how does your university integrate, experiential learning opportunities into curriculum?
Yeah, thank you very much for your questions. Really great questions. And as you know that like Brock University, 100% of our programs experiential learning. It means that we offer the students to do the co-op, internship, practicum, lab experience, or international exchange. Because all the program are experiential learning, so we commit with the student. We maintain this very small class size with about 30 to 35 students per class, so that the student can join all the experiential components in their class. For every single courses they study at Brock, the lecturer will pair with the seminars to have the student understand more about the knowledge and the theory that they study at the lectures. And we also maximize the opportunity for the student to apply what they study into the real world. And proud to be the top 5 in diversity in terms of the co-op program in Ontario. We offer a lot of co-op opportunity for students, not only in Niagara region, but also in Greater Toronto and even in other areas in Canada as well. We have the co-op career department to support the student with the co-op, and also we have the faculty. We also have someone to take care of the co-op for the student. And besides that, we also host a lot of like job fairs for like, it's a great opportunity for the student to talk to the employer, and some of them get on-spot interview to get a job of the job fair as well. And for the co-op programs, I don't know about other university, but I know that there's some of them only accept the student to the co-op program from the second years. But for Brock University, the student can apply to our co-op program after high school. It means that when they apply to Brock, they can choose whether they want to go with the co-op stream or they want to go with non-co-op streams. And during the first 2 years, we focus on preparing students for the skill needed to ready for the job. And they will start their co-op from the 3rd year. And so we very proud to say that like most of our program that need the accreditation from the association, we work very closely with the association to support the student. For example, for the accounting programs, we offer the fastest track for the student to get the CPA after they graduate. And also for nursing programs, the student, we have the highest level accreditation, and the student will do the clinical placement from the very first year. So it's very good for them to ready to join the workforce after they graduate. And because of the program is very experiential and very practical, so we have one of the highest rates of employment for the student, with 96.5% of students get job after graduate. Yeah.
Thank you, Thai. So I think it's for another question. So, okay. So the next question is for Phong from Ontario Tech Universities. So how do university engage with local businesses and industry to enhance student employability?
Okay, thank you. This is a good question though. So right now we're working with more than 350 companies in entire Canada, including big names like Google, Tesla, IBM, Cisco, GM, General Motors, Ubisoft, even Durham Region Hospital or high schools to provide the co-op, capstone project, and also the regular internships for our students. And also at Ontario Tech University, students are eligible to apply for the co-op whenever they are completing the 2nd year of the studies. And it's going to be up to 16 months. So basically after graduating, students can get 4 years of Bachelor of Honors and also another at least 1 year for the co-op or like working experience at the same industry, which is a really good one for them. And also we organize a lot of job fair during the year, inviting all these partners to come and also interview with our students who will be their potential key employees. And last but not least, we have a really strong alumni associations. So we invite them to have speech or workshops with our current students, because at the first year of the studies, students won't be able to study a lot of the fields in one industry. And then at the 2nd year or at the 3rd year of the studies, they won't be choosing the major. But the first 2 years, our alumni will come and explain them what are the positions in the industry and how does it look like in the real life, in the real industry. So they would be having a better understanding about the industry, what are the jobs related, what are the positions, what kind of the knowledge that they need to earn or experience they need to earn, so that they are well prepared for everything, for the career, for the employment plans after graduating.
Sure. Thank you, Phong. So the next question, so as we live in a rapidly changing world, so in terms of job market as well, becoming creatives and doing innovative ideas getting really important. So the next question is related to that. Okay, how does your university foster innovation and creativity among its students? From Uyan from Wanso.
Yes, so we have a lot of like how to say creative corner for the student who study not only in the arts for some of the majors related to business or engineering or computer science, because we believe that if you are creative, you could like get more involved and engagement in your major. So we create a lot of like corner for international student and domestic student could join together, and they are support each other to not only in the academic field, but also outside of the academics field one. So that we have a lot of galleries. So if the student want to study in creative arts such as media, film production, or visual arts, I believe that we could like support for your student with a lot of like good facilities, and the atmosphere here could bring them with a lot of creativities stuff.
Thank you. Okay, so I think as we have limited amount of time for the webinars, and also because a lot of students they want to ask questions as well. So let me do one thing. So I'll just combine the last two questions together, and then I'll ask each of you, and then you can just answer those two questions one after each other. Okay. Okay, so this is for Ivy again. So the first question is, as you know, can you discuss the role of cooperative educations program at your university? Because Wilfrid Laurier, it is very popular for co-op program. And also the second question is, can you also discuss the ability of dining options and meals plan for student on campus?
Well, thank you, David. So to answer your first question, co-op is one of the very, like every student onshore in Canada know us through that. So the cooperative opportunity is open for all the students in business program and also science. So all of the programs in business offer 3 terms of co-op, which is account for 12 months. And some of the programs in science would also offer 3 terms of co-op. And that accounts us for the largest co-op plus business degree in Canada, and also for some of the programs in arts as well. Most of the programs that offer co-op runs about like 2 terms, which is 8 months. So student will often start their co-op in the first semester of year 3. And the second question about the meal plans and dining option, for student that register for on campus, they would have to register for on-campus dining. So we offer 2 meals a day or 3 meals a day meal plan for students, and that would also include it within the on-campus living expense as well, and that accounts for like around 15,000 to 23,000, depending on the option of residence from the student.
Got it. Thank you, Ivy. So the next question is for Thai from Brock Universities. So, okay, the first question is, can you share examples of successful alumni from your university? I think you already have one from Yamaha. So the second question is, how does your university celebrate diversity and multiculturalism within your student body?
Okay, thank you for your questions. First, for the first questions, I very proud to say that like Brock University very famous for our sport-related programs. We are number 1 in Canada for sport management. So one of our alumni, 𝐂𝐚𝐳𝐶, he's one of the second youngest general managers for the National Hockey League in Canada. And we also have many different, many others alumni that hold a key position in big organization in Canada as well. And one example for Myanmar student is our like nursing student that I mentioned before. She got our International Ambassador Award, that the scholarship, that award for outstanding student with the leadership skill, up to 70% of our scholarship as well. And for the second question, as you know that like Canada is very friendly country that welcomes students from all around the world. Like it's the same for Brock University. And we are mid-sized university with 19,000 students, in which we have 13% international students come from 110 countries. So it's very diversified abroad as well. And the other example for the multicultural, like for any programs abroad, even the very competitive programs, we don't have any limitation for international students. We treat international students and domestic students equally, so we give them the same chance for everything. When you visit Broad University, you can see a very big wall when you in the entrance that we have the welcome message in all the languages, show our respect for all the students come from all nationalities to Broad.
Thank you, Thai. So the next question is for Fong again. So, okay, the fourth question is, how does student housing at your university contribute to the overall student experience? Because a lot of students, they seek options for, on-campus accommodation, and then they want to stay nearby in the schools as well. And the second question is, how does your university promote a culture of academic integrity and honesty among students?
Right. Thank you so much, David, for the questions. So we have a on-campus residence for both undergraduates and also the master students, international students. So our students find that our residence is very comfortable, spacious environment, and a very well ventilated rooms, which they find it very easy to focus and also relax when they're staying on campus. So for our residence fee is also very affordable as well. So we are located in Oshawa, which is only 45 minutes driving to the downtown Toronto. But our housing rate is way much cheaper than in the downtown Toronto. It is only around 6,400 to approximately 8,200 Canadian dollars per academic year, which is less than 1,000 Canadian dollars per month for the accommodations, so which is quite affordable. And what I like the most, well, I myself stay there anytime or every time I come for work to the campus. So what I like the most is that it is so convenient for me. It's only 3 or 5 minutes walking away from the campus, and the room is all equipped. We have also the common kitchen where I can cook myself, and there's also the Asian market, which is only like 10 minutes away by bus. So it's very easy for me to shopping around, to cook by myself in the campus. And also there are a lot of like Asian restaurants nearby the campus or the residence, which makes me feel like a home. So I think that when the students feel comfortable when they're staying in the residence, is gonna be a very big plus for them, and they will feel more focused on their educations when they are away from their home. So that's for the first questions. However, if for the master students, if you want to stay off campus, you are more than welcome to do so, because we have a lot of options stay off campus, with the price ranging from like 800, even like less than that, or 1,500 for a condo very nearby the campus or the residence as well. So for the next questions, which is how do we promote a culture of academic integrity and the honesty among the students? Well, this is a very interesting question because not many students are aware of this. But at Ontario Tech University, we do, this is very important as well. So we conduct a lot of webinars, workshops, and many other events related to the academic integrities and the plagiarism preventions. So we also have the guidebooks for not only students, but also for the faculties or the staff on the academic integrity. So this we consider as a community responsibility, including the university administrations, professors, instructors, teaching assistants, and also the students themselves. So we want to create a culture of integrity and a good academic practice at all levels. So the guidebooks will provide the students with a lot of tips and information about what academic misconduct is and how to avoid committing a academic offense. So that's how we make sure our students, avoiding from those misconducts.
Thank you, Fong. So I think this is probably the last questions. And after that, students, if you have any question related to, studying in Canada, or if you want to ask any questions specifically to any universities here, make sure you have your questions ready. You can ask either in English or either in Burmese as well. I can translate it for you if you're not convenient to speak in English. Or you can, I will also unmute you, so you can also speak directly to the universities itself. Okay, so the last question is for Ian from University of Windsor. Those questions are quite similar. So can you share some examples of, student runs club and organization on campus, and also campus-wide events and activities that bring students together?
Yes, so I believe that all of the university here today that have a lot of clubs for not only domestic student but also like international student, and most of the clubs from our school is belong to the student. So they are the person who is in charge and who is like creates the club for themselves. So for example, if they like music, so they could create a guitar club or a some of the instruments clubs, and some of the events belong to the school, such as jobs fair or fair clubs or something like that is belong to the school. And most of the the unions from the school is belong to the student. For example, we have a lot of like embassy student who is in charge of the image of the school, sharing information from the school, doing videos and support for student if they have questions. So with that job, the student need to be our ambassador who is in charge of a lot of activity to run and engage the student together to support them to understand more about the school, and like bring them a good community, not only for domestic but also for international students.
Thank you, Ian. So I think it's the end of all the questions that I have. So guys, let's go for Q&A. So let me speak a bit in Burmese. So Megon Taku Reshin Jono Meluyare, Dima chat box Malay Yeluyare, Jono Akongo unmute button low bilamino, take a look Maisie machine or Coco unmute below Talaipa. Maisie Ashida so Coco unmute low bit of Yamalua in Melua, Meluyabare. Paint Dima Facebook Live Chini, the Luresune, I'm a major Megon lady Meluyabare. Okay, so there's questions from Okao. It's for Ivy. So is there any available scholarships in Wilfrid Laurier University? If so, what are the requirements?
Yes, so we have many scholarship here that international student can apply and also automatically assessed. So for the automatically one, student will be based on their performance, academic merits, and that divided by tiers of the GPA. And with a minimum scholarship GPA requirement is 80%. Which I think Burmese student can definitely achievable. And the other one, which is the application needed. So we have two types. One is the Inspiring Life Scholarship, and that can combine with the entrance scholarship. and that ranging from 2,000 to 5,000 for the first year. So with the first year, the student can get up to like $11,000 on the scholarship discount, and that requires the student need to apply a 2 minutes or less video submitted to our faculty for the scholarship. And the second one is the 40,000 Canadian dollars, apply for 4 years. Each year, your student will get about 10,000 the scholarship. And the student will need to apply with the resume, the SOP, the student statement of purpose, and also the reference letter. And that's the Laurier Scholars Award scholarship. So yeah, that's the 3 main scholarship that we offer for international students. Thank you very much for your question.
Thank you, Ivy. So I think there is particularly a second question. So I think some of you are already familiar with this. So most of the Myanmar high schools, we don't have year 12. So a lot of students here in Myanmar, we started having year 12 from this year. Previously, we used to only have year 11. So a lot of students, they cannot go to the university directly. So they have few pathway they have to take is university transfer pathway. Some colleges, they accept those students to diploma program directly, So they take this kind of pathway. So the student is asking a question. So I want Thai to answer these questions. So what do you suggest if the students go to the colleges, like let's say in Ontario, they go to Seneca or Georgian or any colleges, go to the college's diploma program directly, or and then transfer to university, or you suggest the student go to university for uni transfer program?
Actually, at Brock University, we will assess the students' application case by case. In this case, we will look at their transcript at the college in Canada to make sure, and also look at the high school transcript to see if the student is eligible to transfer to Brock, because normally for transfer student, we also want students to finish the high school with a high school diploma. However, there's some case when they study enough number of credits for colleges, we still can consider for our programs. It will be assessed case by case. And we welcome student transfer from not only from onshore Canada colleges, but also we welcome students from the offshore university and colleges as well. And from the very first day when we issue the letter of acceptance for students, we also let students know how many credits that they can transfer.
Thank you. So I think we have the next question. So Pang probably can answer this. So as you know, in Myanmar previously before 2011, we used to have only 3 years of bachelor's. Now we have 4 years of bachelor's. So usually after grade 11, 4 years of bachelor's. So it is usually 15 years of education. But before 2011, it was only like 14 years of education, even though we complete the bachelor's. So I think it's similar to this question. The student might finish his bachelor before 2011, or possibly there's some chance that the student has finished his bachelor's in any Asian country, like in Singapore, but a UK degree or Australian degree, something like that. So student question is, after high school, he has completed 3 years of university degree, which is grade 11 plus 3 years, okay? And also he has some related diplomas and work experience for certain subject. So is it possible to apply for postgraduate program at Windsor? So I think the student usually have 14 years of educations from high school and bachelor's, and some related diplomas and some work experience. Because as of my knowledge, most of the Canadian university only has 15 years of educations or 16 years of educations.
Okay, so most of the students that I received from Myanmar or some Singaporeans that have Myanmar nationality, that's already because that we accept 4 years degree, right? So some of the Myanmar students, when they are finished their program in Myanmar, they jump into study more in Singapore. So with that combinations of the 2 degree from Myanmar and so in Singapore, we accept that student. And if we only the most important and mandatory thing that we evaluate the student for the master program is that the transcript of the student. So the student need to have the GPAs from 3.0. So if the student is lower than 3.0, but not really lower, for example, 2.9 or 2.8, some of the students could be considered with the work experience, or we have the personal statement. So you could like spending time more in writing in the personal statement to emphasize how experienced you are, how achievement you have in the past, or what is your passionate with the school. So the combinations of the transcript, reference letter, experience, and personal statement is the combination. So the school not only check in the transcript, but also in some of any other stuff. So that is a combinations, and depends on the major of you choose. Some of the major is like easier than some of the different majors. For example, our Master of Management is have not too many requirements rather than Master of Engineering. Yeah, this is some of the ideas for you to image how we work.
Got it. Thank you. So this is for Ontario Tech, Phong as well. So I think also for Windsor. I want to know about mechanical engineering program for graduate program, especially for Ontario Tech and Windsor. How much will the tuition fees be? If they have automotive engineering for graduate program, I also want to know that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, David. So, well, we are quite similar, like the requirements to get into our master programs, first of all, but we don't really care. Is it like 3 years or 4 years bachelor degree, as long as is equivalent to Bachelor of Honor. So, as long as the Bachelor of the Students is equivalent to Bachelor of Honor of around like 120 or more credits, depends on which subject. So usually for the Bachelor of Honors in Engineering at Ontario Tech University is going to be from 132 to 135 credits in total. So the GPA of the university would be the same, which is 73% or equivalent to 3.0 out of 4.3. So I can say usually the student use the scale of 4.0. So they can, if they get like 2.8 or 2.7 out of 4.0, is all good to go. So for our Master of Engineering in Automotive or Mechanical Engineering, we have them both in master levels. And both of these programs having the same requirements for the bachelor degrees, which is GPA 73%, IELTS 6.5, no band less than 6. 2 reference letters. We prefer academic preference, which means that from the professors rather than the professional reference. And we also need them to submit 1 page of statement of intent, and what else, and the resume. So those are for the 2 coursework master programs, and it's going to be from 12 to 16 months in length. And the total credits would be 30 credits with the 10 courses in total. So the tuition fee for them both is 42,000 Canadian dollars, approximately 42,500 Canadian dollars for the whole course. For the 30 credits for the whole course, which is from 12 to 16 months. So, well, I mean, like it sounds a bit, how to say, it's not a small investment of the money for sure. But let's do a calculations. For example, you only study for like 1 year, which is only 42,000 Canadian dollars, with the living cost of another, I can say 15,000 for a year. So which means that the total cost would be somewhere at 62,000 Canadian dollars, is equivalent to 2 years postgraduate certificate with 2 years living costs. So I can say that it sounds not a, small amount of money. But if you do the calculations, you got 1 master degrees, you only study for like 12 months or 16 months, you can bring your own family, and then you can stay up to 3 years after graduating. What can you ask for more, right? So that's all for Master of Engineering Ontario Tech University.
Thank you, Fong. So I think there's last question. So anyone can answer if this is relevant to you. So is there any health dental related master's program in Canada and job opportunity after graduation? Do you have any kind of dental related masters? No. So I think probably you can reach out to me after the webinar. So maybe I can check options for you. So we don't have any options with any university here.
Well,
Okay,
we do
so
have for
yeah, please.
us, we have the health science,
Okay.
but it's not related to the dental hygiene, unfortunately. But we do have this health science program has 2 major, either in molecular and medical science or public health.
Got it. Thank you. So I joined late this meeting. May I know, does school provide accommodations for international students? Yes, Lene Au. So all the university here, they do provide on-campus accommodation to the international students. Okay, 𝐂𝐚𝐳𝐾𝐚. So I think this is probably okay.
Okay,
So I think
for the
as a
previous questions about the health related program for master,
okay,
actually I want to share a very good program at Brock University. We call it
okay,
concurrent nursing programs. So
okay,
if you graduate from a university in Myanmar with the health sciences in background, you can apply to our concurrent nursing programs. You can study in
okay,
5 semesters to get the Bachelor of Nursing and Master of Nursing in Canada, and you're also eligible to get the to take the registered exams. It's very great program for those who want to become nurse in Canada, but you already finished 1 bachelor degree in your home countries. And I know that if you apply for the visa to study backward to another bachelor of nursing, it's not easy at all. But for this programs, the concurrent nursing and master nursing program abroad, I think that it's more achievable for the student.
got it. Thank you, Thai. So I think it's the end of all the questions. So guys, thank you so much for joining with us today. So if you have any question related to studying in Canada or studying in Ontario, or studying in Brock University, Ontario Tech, 𝐿 or Wilfrid Laurier University, we are the official partner of all these universities. So you can always reach out to us. We can help you with admissions. We can help you with visa for free of course. There is no service fee for that as well. So you are very much welcome to reach out to us. If you haven't, listened to this webinar from the beginning, so we'll have this recording uploaded in our Facebook. It might be deleted soon as well, but we'll always upload all this video on our YouTube channel. So you can always go there and watch this video again. So if you have any question related to any of this university, feel free to reach out to us. And I'd like to thank all our partner universities today who have given their precious time and shared a lot of knowledge to our Myanmar students. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Huang, and thank you, Tai. And hopefully from this year we'll be having more students in Ontario.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
David,
much,
for
David.
today,
Thank
and
you.
thank you all.
Thank you all. Take care.
Take care,
Bye.
Bye.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, bye, guys.